modern technology world makes shopping of the future different, and Zara had to adapt to it. Online shopping for clothes is very popular in the US and becoming very widespread in Europe and Asia.
Shopping online has a number of advantages that are definitely worth your while, but how many of us are actually doing it? Do you shop online?
I definitely do.
Not really.
I don't. Well, I do.
Not often.
So what do you mean? You shop with your mom's card?
Yeah.
I look and I see what's available. Mostly fashion that's not available here.
I prefer like going in a store and trying on the clothes, whereas online, like I don't get to see how it would fit on me.
I know my size, so if I order it, then it's like fine, I guess.
So you look online for reviews and stuff first, but you don't actually shop online?
Yeah.
I don't have to drive out to the store, and it just comes to you.
I prefer the real experience.
Online product will include offline offer of the latest fashion trends available in the stores. The target market objective is to increase the market share by entering the global market. The target market is represented by men and women interested in fashion in the areas where they cannot access the physical Zara shops, and customers who are interested in fashion but would prefer to shop from the comfort of their own home. E-marketing objectives should be translated into online goals. In terms of sales, we need to achieve online revenue of £5 million by the end of the year 2011 and to achieve 4% conversion rate to purchases by the end of 2012. In terms of CRM, we need to achieve good customers engagement level of 50,000 subscriptions to e-newsletters, 10,000 widget downloads, and to achieve customer satisfaction level of 8 or higher on the scale of 10. Online goal for brand awareness is the number of unique visitors daily. Our goal is to have 300,000 unique visitors a day by the end of 2011. E-marketing can be measured, and therefore all the marketing efforts have to be monitored to achieve the maximum efficiency. After performing the situational analysis, it was found that Zara's vertical integration allows the company to promptly respond to customers' changing preferences. This strength should be made full use of. This can happen in the form of customization or taking into consideration of customers' wishes or even ready-made drafts when producing the clothing designs. The diversification strategy is recommended for implementation in 2012. Since Zara updates its designs every 2 weeks, if it is to sell all the new and old items online, this might create a problem for warehouse storage. So only the new designs will be available online, plus all the best-selling items from the past. Excessive stock of unsold items should be offered online at a discount price after being withdrawn from the production line. In terms of price, initially basic prices should be identical to the ones in stores, not to interfere with the offline sales processes. Discounts should be given on items unsold in stores. Eventually, with the help of web analytics, one can see if the discount sufficiently increases the sales volume. A low price should be warranted on those items. In terms of refund policy, under the EU Distance Selling Directive, one must accept goods for return within 7 working days, so why not to make it a selling point? Order cancellation terms should be available on the website. The promotional mix will include search engine optimization, search engine marketing or PPC, and the use of social media. According to compete.com, Zara's website is not getting the most of unique visitors compared to its competitors. SEO is a long-term promotional element to increase the traffic to the website, and its objective is to achieve a top position in search engine results pages without paying the search engine for the position. SEO efforts can be measured by share of search in different search engines, search engine rank, and the amount of quality organic traffic, and obviously conversion rates of organic traffic. SEO is an ongoing process and can be outsourced. We suggest that Zara has a 1 year runtime of intensive SEO, and the budget for it is £100,000. Even though in the offline context, Zara hardly resort to advertising to attract customers to its stores, we recommend they do some SEM or search engine marketing or PPC to drive some traffic to its websites. Search engine marketing is an ongoing process and is sometimes referred to as renting of traffic. The company can bid on a search keyword or phrase relating to their business in order for the site to appear in search results for that phrase. Since PPC is not free, it is even more important to measure its results. PPC can be outsourced, but the outcomes and the effectiveness of the campaign should be closely monitored by the marketing manager or preferably by a web analyst. The following metrics can be used for PPC campaigns. They are conversion rate of PPC traffic, revenue, cost per order, cost per acquisition, return on advertising spending. The recommended runtime for PPC campaign for Zara is 6 months initially, depending on the outcomes. Hardly any company these days leaves the social media without attention. This element of the promotional mix corresponds to PR in traditional marketing. Zara seems to have considerably more fans on Facebook compared to competitors such as H&M, Gap, or even Topshop. Social media impacts both online and offline sales. It impacts online sales in the form of conversion rates of social media referrals, and offline sales in the form of brand advocacy. Social media is free, however it is time consuming, and a full-time social media team of 3 or 4 people has to be allocated for promotional purposes to make the full use of Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and fashion blogging. The place element of the marketing mix traditionally refers to how the product is distributed to customers. Zara.com is obviously a seller-controlled site, and to increase the sales volumes, the neutral or price comparison site should also be used as an additional traffic referral channel. In terms of the navigational aspect of place, reach can also be increased by moving from single site to representation with large number of different intermediaries. It means that Zara should consider selling on multiple brand retailers' sites such as ASOS, for example. In terms of the service element of the marketing mix, the service process has to be automated to make it more cost effective. So the site has got to have inside search engine to help customers to find what they need, customer support 24/7, frequently asked questions section, customer registration form, customer feedback form. Customer contact channels also have to be cost effective. They will include online chat and email in case of Zara. And operational objectives here to minimize average response time per email and to maximize customer satisfaction ratings with response. Database technology is the most important when delivering CRM applications for Zara. There are three types of customer data, which are personal and profile data. These include contact details, age, sex, dress size, occupation. Transactional data, a record of each purchase transaction including specific items purchased, quantities, date and time, store location, main or localized website. And the communication data, which is a record of which customers have been targeted by the campaigns and their response to them. All the above mentioned is needed to make sure that customers are targeted more closely to their needs. Changing the business model or adapting the existing business model in accordance with the online requirements will give Zara the opportunity to vastly expand the customer base by targeting underserved segments and people who do not have access to physical stores. The online product should be comprised of what is offered in the stores at a given time and the best-selling items from the past that have already been withdrawn from the stores. The best-selling items would be withdrawn from production line in no longer than 6 months to maintain the latest fashion brand image, and in 2012 it is recommended to start a product customization which will help to reduce R&D costs and create a virtuous cycle. The price will reflect the offline price, slightly reduced to compensate for the shipping costs. The excessive stock withdrawn from shop can be offered online at a discounted price. Having two catalogs will be the most optimal decision. They are the newest fashion trends catalog and the best-selling items over the period of time of 6 months plus discounted items. The internet is a fast-moving and competitive environment. It gives the opportunity of a global market reach. At the same time, the bigger the market, the harder it is to be found for businesses. It also allows price transparency and therefore price competition is tough. However, internet is sometimes called a marketer's dream because it allows more accurate targeting with most of marketing efforts instantly measurable, and the strategy can be modified according with the results.